Hi, welcome to my channel. My name is Angela. Please remember to like, subscribe, and share. Before I get started, I want to go over my disclaimers. If you are in immediate danger, please call 911, or you can reach out to the domestic hotline at 800-799-SAFE, 800-799-7233. And for mental health resources, reach out to NAMI at 800-950-NAMI, 800-950-6264. You can also text at 741741. And for additional resources, reach out to the National Suicide Hotline at 988. You can either text or call that number. With that being said, please remember to like, subscribe, and share. So again, welcome to my channel. My name is Angela, if I didn't already say that. So today I want to talk to you about your mental health, and I want you to imagine your mental health being a body, because what I'm going to talk about, I want you to see it having, the whole makings or the movements of a body, so your mental health has the physical appearance of you. So if you had a twin, we would name it mental health. So the first things that I want to talk about is this. What should the narcissist be charged with for the crimes that they committed against you? So when you go to court, they try to figure out when a person has committed a crime against someone else, they try to figure out what charges they're going to give the person. So they look at everything that happened to this victim, and then they make their decision based on what happened. So I wrote down 4, starting with the first one, assault. Number 2 is manslaughter, and 3 is first-degree murder, and 4 is serial murders. So I'm going to read each one to you. Assault, an intentional act that puts another person in reasonable apprehensive of harm. And number 2, manslaughter, killing a human without malice or forethought, or otherwise in circumstances not amounting to murder. And then number 3, first-degree murder, intentional, the most serious of all homicide offenses, willful and premeditated with malice, forethought. And then number 4, serial murders, murders 3 or more persons, with the murders taking place over a period of time. So those are your 4 charges that you would give to the narcissist that you were in a relationship with. So and the reason why I'm saying it this way is because a lot of people look at a person that's been in a mental abusive relationship and they say, I don't understand why they stayed so long if it was so bad. They could have easily have left. They make people who have been through mental abuse feel like it's their fault for staying. Because you can't see the scars, you can't see the damage to the physical, they make you feel shame, ashamed to even say, yeah, I was in a mental abusive relationship and this is what happened. So I want you to think about what I just said. Pick a number 1 to 4. 1 is assault, 2 is manslaughter, 3 is first degree, and 4 is serial murders. And I want you to apply it to your relationship. And I want you to think about what happens when you go through these situations. But keep in mind, at the end of what's going to happen when you hand down this charge, there's going to be justice. And not just for the victim's family, but also for the victim. So you have to understand that now that you're in the mindset that you're going to pick a charge and apply it to your relationship, and for me, I would say that mine was number 3, first degree, intentional, the most serious of the homicide offense. It was willful and premeditated with malice, forethought. And the reason why I label mine as number 3, my past relationship with the narcissist that I was in a relationship with, is because everything that he did leading up to the end of the relationship was a thought. It wasn't by surprise. He knew exactly what he was doing when he came into my life. he had a goal and a motive, and it was to destroy me. So he premeditated this from the time we met. Like I mentioned, when I met him, I didn't even know about him. I didn't even know anything about him. Someone brought him to my attention and said that he had been asking questions about me. So it was premeditated. He knew it exactly what he intended to do for as long as he could do it. See, but by the grace of God, because the only one that can breathe life back into you is God. God came along, and after I was in this situation where I didn't feel like I could get up, I felt like I was buried alive, and no one could help me get out of this. I was sentenced to be in a situation, a victim of a first-degree murder. And because of this, I just decided to go with the flow, because, you know, once you're dead, no one is paying attention to you anymore. They may mourn the loss of you and mourn the person you used to be, but you no longer have a voice, you know. So the only thing that you can do is, before you get in that state, or when you're in this state, is go to God, because as we know, Spirit of God, whatever you want to call him, is the only one that can breathe life into someone or anything that has life. So we know that even though you may have been in a situation where the crimes against you were first degree, and your spirit was murdered, you know, and your mental was destroyed, and you didn't see no way coming up from it, but just before you took your last breath, you had the wherewithal to say, God, help me. Please get me out of this situation. And when you closed your eyes and just gave up the ghost, that's when Spirit came in and got you out of this situation. So understand that God is the only one that can breathe life back into you. So I want you to think about the crimes that I've listed, and I'm going to read them again. Number 1 is assault, an intentional act that puts another person in reasonable apprehensive of or harm. And number 2, manslaughter, killing a human without malice or forethought, or otherwise the circumstances not amounting to murder. And number 3, first degree, intentional, the most serious of all homicide offenses, willful and premeditated with malice thoughts. And number 4, serial murders, murdering three or more persons, with the murders taking place over a span of time. So I'm going to talk about these 4 charges, and like I said, have one picked in mind and see where you fit in, and then I want you to realize that no matter what your situation is, God can help it. But I want you to look at your mental as if it's a whole body. You know, it's attached from you, and you can see what's been done to it. Because a lot of people like to say, oh, well, it wasn't that bad, you stayed, and it looks like you had such a wonderful life, and, you know, whatever they all say, because they can't see the mental damage. If you know someone that's going through this, please share this video. If it's you that's going through it, watch it as many times as you need to. And come back for the rest of my videos for this week. I hope it's going to help someone. And I just thought about this because I was asleep and I woke up, and I had this thought. And so I had to get up and write it down. So hopefully this will help someone. As I said before, share it, and remember to like and subscribe. And I will see you again tomorrow. Thank you for watching.